Dan Evans was actually one of the engineers that built that viaduct. And a number of years ago, he told me, he said, you know, that was a mistake. Putting that viaduct on the waterfront was actually a mistake, but they were fixing a problem that was then in existence in the 50s. 12 railroad tracks that were rusting. It was a really bad, I mean, we talk about bad conditions down in our city right now. In the 1950s, we had abysmal safety problems right down on our waterfront. So the viaduct was built post-World War II to actually fly people over the waterfront so they didn't have to see what was down below. Now the viaduct is crumbling. And it's not a question anymore about whether or when we're going to take it down. The question is, can we take it down neatly and not have it crash down on us like what happened with Cypress Highway down in Oakland? So I want to be working with us in that long-term vision. And there's three things that within the waterfront project that are really important to me. One is transit mobility, and why is that? Because of jobs. The viaduct and the waterfront and what we want this to look like is going to be our economic engine. You heard from Tom Albro about the port. You've heard of others say, well, maybe we can just take that down and pave over the waterfront. Put a 6-lane highway down there, and maybe that will get us where we want to go. I'm just saying that is a really bad idea. And right now, the transportation engineers have said, with that design, if you don't do the bore tunnel, in addition to connecting the streets, you will have a 6-lane highway on our waterfront with 23 stoplights. And let me tell you what's going to happen when you've got trucks and cars idling 23 times along the waterfront. That is just something that's unacceptable. As a city, I do not want to see us go that route. There is not another city in the entire world that is putting a freeway or a new viaduct on its waterfront. So I'm saying, let's look down the road. Let's see what we want. There is an investment opportunity here. Yes, it's going to be expensive, but it will keep us moving, and it will give us the green waterfront. That connection and leveraging the money is something very important.